Hi everyone, I'm GREYMOND. I'm an OCD recovery coach. I've been helping people recover for the last 10 plus years. Before that, I've recovered from severe OCD myself. I fully recovered. I want to underline that I fully recovered from severe OCD, and my clients fully recover from severe OCD because by the time people come to me, usually they're in severe stage. Today, I wanted to talk to you about an important study that they've done where they took people with OCD, their family members, and a control group. Control group, no OCD in family. What they saw is the brain of a person with OCD functions differently in some areas than the control group. But the family members of the people with OCD have the same abnormalities, if you want to call them that, same differences that the people with OCD also had from the control group. Means that this is a genetic issue, a predisposition, let's say. But in clients, what I see is they'll say, especially people in larger families, what they'll say is, well, I have OCD, but one of my siblings, say, has anxiety, and another one has some OCD tendencies, but one is totally fine. And then either mom or dad also has anxiety issues. So you can see that this anxiety streak is running through the family, and depending on basically just a by chance this specific person got more of it, and there is obviously life components that can aggravate it, but that initial predisposition, let's say, to being more sensitive, right? If everybody who I talk to, people with OCD, they've been sensitive since birth. They've been this way, more anxious, again, more sensitive since the beginning. And then at some point, it progressed into OCD. But for other family members or for one of the parents, it didn't progress to that level, right? Or it stopped at some point. Some people maybe have got just general anxiety or just quirks or whatever, but you could see that there's definitely a streak through the family. So yes, there's some lifestyle situations, not lifestyle, but life um, situations that come up that can cause higher stress and can push somebody into developing OCD. But considering the person's brain was already prepped for it and was already on a very thin ice, I say, quite honestly, it would have happened anyway. For example, I am originally from Ukraine. I came from Ukraine when I was 12 years old. My parents brought me. And I developed OCD because obviously, it's if you are an adult, you want to go to move and develop a better life and all of that. Kids are not like that. Kids don't really want a change. You have your family, you have your friends there. You don't want to go somewhere new, right? So that was a big change for me, and I developed OCD. I've had some of it there too, but I've developed severe OCD very soon after moving. Probably, I would say, within the first month or two of moving, when the initial shock wore off, which makes sense because already the brain was on thin ice. Already there was OCD tendencies, OCD little compulsions here and there, situations, but it fully broke when the stress hit level 10. OCD then hit level 10, right? So there's definitely that, but I don't want you to think that, well, if I would have just not had this situation happen or not had that situation happen in my life, things would have been different. I see clients who develop OCD after finishing school, after moving, after getting married, having kids. Not bad events. It's not a traumatic event. It's just a big event. And while people without OCD, people who are not predisposed to OCD, can deal with it, People who are already on thin ice, it's just too much. Again, sensitivity of the brain. So, how do you fully recover from it? Step one, right? And I get that step one is made up of many steps, but I'm telling you how I did it. I'm telling you how I suggest to do it with my clients, how they're recovering as well. Is deal with the OCD that you currently have in all of its form, in all of its themes. But after you fully recover, after you track the time, reduce the time to zero, no more rumination, no more compulsions, and you get that like a steady setup with that, the next stage is what I teach on Power Over Mind channel, my other channel, is incorporating all of these techniques of disregarding, not getting caught up in things in your real life. Not just with OCD thoughts, clearly OCD thoughts, but with everyday things, with jobs, school, relationships, um, any life circumstance. Don't allow yourself to get worked up. Allow your brain to relax. Do more relaxation techniques. Do more meditation, because your brain needs to be supported with that a little bit more. You know, it's kind of like if you were born with any other sensitivity or weakness, let's say, in any other part of the body. What do? You supplement it, you support it, all of that. Same thing with this. So working through your for your core OCD, step one, and also reducing sensitivity in life is step two. And then you become bulletproof. Literally bulletproof. Well, not literally, but you know what I mean. Where nothing gets you. You're rock solid. And on scans, people have done scans where it show brain scans where it shows how ERP changes the brain. The brain can change on a physical level. So you can fully recover. There's science proof of that. This is not just me talking. And don't this is my big message, is don't let somebody who has not recovered themselves tell you you can't recover, or somebody who doesn't understand how to help people recover tell you that you can't recover because they can't help you recover. See, you can't recover because they can't help you. So that's my message. That's all I'm saying. Do recovery work, and little by little you will recover. Thank you for watching. I will be back tomorrow. If you would like to do one-on-one recovery program with me, all the information's on youhaveocd.com. You can sign up and schedule a session from there. Thank you. Have a good day.